Hello, dear students. How are you? I hope you are keeping hale and hearty. I know you are well aware of the current situation of the world, which has forced us to stay and cage ourselves at home, and it has also actually retarded the pace of everything of the world, including your study. But, dear student, you will be very much pleased to know that our college authority is very much concerned about you, and it is also very much conscious about your laws. That's why our college authority has taken decision to give you online classes to recover some of your loss. And this video class is a part of it. And I'm going to give you a class where we will do some exercises on the uses of verbs. So, dear students, let's start. Anyway, before going to the exercise, let me remember you something which are very important to do in this portion of the question. To do good in this portion of the question, you have to have a very clear idea about tense. I told you in the classes also that you have to have a very clear idea about tense. Then you have to know about voice, that means active and passive voice. Then you have to know about the rules of the uses of verbs, that means rules of right form of verbs or subject verb agreement. If you know all these things very well, then it will be very easy for you to do good in this portion of the question. By the way, let's move to the exercise. Exercise 1. Today, we dash a free nation. Dear students, look at this sentence. This sentence actually mentioning the status of our nation. That means this sentence is actually giving a general description. I told you that all general descriptions are to be made in present indefinite tense. So this sentence is also in present indefinite tense. So our answer for the gap A will be present form of be. You know that there are three present form of the auxiliary verb be. They are am, is, are. As our subject is we, that means plural, so our answer will be are. Alright. So today we are a free nation. We dash to take great pains to achieve freedom. Look at this sentence. This sentence is referring some past occurrence of our country. That is, this sentence is telling about our war of liberation. Okay. So as it is referring to some past occurrence, so this is in past indefinite form. So our answer for the gap B will be past form of have. That means had. Alright. Our War of Liberation dash place in 1971. Again reference to the past. That means it is this sentence is also in past indefinite form. So our answer for the gap C will be the past form of take. There is took. People from all walks of life dash forward. So again reference to the past. So again the answer will be the past form of come. There is came. And got dash involved in the word directly or indirectly. Dear students, I'd like to remember you something about the word got. You know that the word get or got must be followed by past participle of verb. So our answer for the gap E will be past participle of involved. That is involved. Okay. Many a man dash kill in the battlefield. Look at this sentence very carefully. This sentence is definitely in past indefinite form. Again, this sentence is in passive form. Okay, and we know that every passive form of sentence should have an auxiliary which will be followed by past participle form of verb, and we have to use the auxiliary according to the subject. And let's move to the subject. Many a men. We know that many means plural, but when many is preceded by a, then it becomes singular. So our subject many a man is a singular subject. So for singular subject we have to use singular auxiliary verb. As it is past tense, we have to use was, and definitely the was will be followed by past participle of the verb kill, that is killed. So our answer for the gap F will be was killed. Many a man was killed in the battlefield. They dash not flee from the battlefield. Okay, look at this sentence. We have to make it negative. And remember that in case of making negative sentences, we need to use auxiliary verbs. And if it is in indefinite form, we have to use do verb. Alright, as there is no auxiliary verb in this sentence, so do verb should be used. And as it is in past indefinite form, the past form of did, do, that is did, should be used. So our answer for the gap G will be did not flee. So dear student, remember that in case of negative sentences we have to use auxiliary verb if there is no auxiliary verb in the sentence, and in case of indefinite tenses we have to use do verb as auxiliary, and that do verb will be followed by the present form of the verb. Okay, let's move. Battlefield dash their backs. Again, look at this sentence very carefully. The sentence is a simple sentence, but this sentence has two verbs in it. Okay, and we know that if any simple sentence has two verbs, the second verb should be either in 2 plus verb or in verb plus ing form. And in our case, our answer will be showing, that means verb plus ing. Alright. Rather, all of them dash contribute much to. All of them dash contribute much to. Definitely it is in past indefinite form, so our answer for the gap I will be the past form of contribute, that is contributed to dash achieve independence. Look at the preposition to. Dear students, we know that in most of the cases the preposition to is followed by present form of the verb, although there are some exceptions, but most of the cases present form of the verb are followed by the preposition to. So our answer for the gap J will be achieve. There will be no change. So my dear students, I hope you got the first exercise very well. And let's move to the second exercise. Exercise 2. Once there dash live an idle king. Dear student, look at the word once. We know that if any sentence starts with once or once upon a time, that means the sentence is in past form. So in case of this sentence, it is also in past indefinite form. So our answer for the gap A will be the past form of live, that is lived. He does not undergo physical labor. Dear students, be careful about this sentence again. This sentence is actually referring to something habitual activity of the king or some regular activity of the king in the past. And in case of such situation where some regular activity or some habitual activities of the past are referred, we have to use auxiliary, modal auxiliary verb would or could before the present form of the verb. So in our case, the answer for the gap B will be would not undergo. So remember this rule very well, that in case of referring some regular activity in the past, we have to use would or could before the present form of the verb. All right. As a result, he dash get bulky. So this is in past indefinite form. So answer will be the past form of the word get, there is got, and could not move from one place to another. Look at the use. Look at the use of the word could before the present form of the verb move. All right. He dash calling a doctor. So this is in past indefinite form. So answer will be the past form of the word call. There is called. The doctor dash clever and wise. Again in past indefinite form. So answer will be the past form of be. There is was, as our subject is singular. He did not prescribe any medicine for the king. So look at the word or auxiliary verb did. I told you in the first exercise that the auxiliary verb do, does, or did should always be followed by the present form of the verb. So in this case, there will be no change. So our answer for the gap F will be prescribed. Any medicine for the king. He asked the king to buy a club and dash move it in the air till his hands dash get moistened. Look at this sentence very carefully. The sentence is a compound sentence, and you know that in case of compound sentences we have to use similar kind of verbs in all cases and in all clauses. So in the first clause we see that to plus verb is used. So in case of the second clause we have to use in the same way to plus verb, but we don't need to repeat the preposition to again and again. So our answer will be only move. There will be no change again. In there, in his till his hands dash get moisture. This part is in first form. First form. So there, the answer for the H will be the past form of get. There is got. The king started dash follow the prescription. Look at the verb start. We know that if two verbs are used side by side, the second verb should either be in to plus verb or verb plus ing form. And in our case, we will use verb plus ing. That means following will be the answer of this gap. Alright. Thus, dash relief of his problem. This sentence is in past form. Again, this sentence is in passive form. So we have to use an auxiliary before the past participle form of the verb. So our answer for the gap J will be was relieved. So dear students, that's all for today. I hope you got both of the exercises very well. Try to follow these exercises and exercise more and more at your home. And definitely I'd like to request you to stay connected with this Facebook page and to follow our YouTube channel. And definitely I would like to suggest you to stay at home and stay safe. Thank you very much.